everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bridal makeup tutorial because I know a lot of my friends are getting married and it is the wedding season, so I thought this would help you get some inspiration on what kind of makeup you should do for your D-Day. And also this look will go with your red lehenga sari, because it has a lot of gold in it, although I've done a little bit of green on the lower lash line, but green is a complementary color of red, so this will totally go with your red saris and your red lehengas, and if you are planning to go all red, this will totally match. I hope you enjoy watching this video and I hope it helps you in any way that it can and you get a little bit of inspiration on how to do your makeup, even if you're telling the makeup artist to do it or if you're doing it yourself. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.
I forgot to mention that this bridal makeup is solely for nighttime weddings, and I'll be doing a different one for a daytime wedding. So I'm going to take my primer, the MAC Prep and Prime, because primer is very important to keep your foundation and everything on the whole time. You have to look presentable. And then I'm going to use a eyeshadow primer to prime my eyelids, so we have all our eyeshadows in place, so they do not budge, they do not sweat, they do not, I just sneezed, they do not move basically. Then as usual, I'm gonna take a transition color, my bronzing powder that is falling apart actually, and I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to put that above my crease area, in my crease and above it, trying not to touch my lid area, although it's not really helping, but trying to stay above that area. Then I'm going to use this dark matte brown shade and I'm going to take the same brush and apply this over the transition color that we just applied, so you get a nice gradient because we don't want any uneven blending. Because this makeup is for the night, I'm going with a smoky look, so your eyes are all enhanced and you can see the color outright. I'm going to be using a lot of sparkly shades, so you look really beautiful in the photos. Then I'm going to take a cream eyeshadow. I'm going to take the bronze one, not the gold, because I just wanted a bronzy effect, because I want all dark and smoky. I'm going to take some of that and pat it all over my lids and try not to go in my crease with that. Then I'm going to take this goldeny bronzy color and put that all over my eyelids wherever we placed the cream shadow. And don't worry, it's not gonna stay this dark. I promise it's going to have a dash of gold, actually a big dash of gold. So please keep watching. Then I'm gonna take this goldeny shade. No, actually I was gonna take the gold and the bronze shade together, and I applied that on my eyelids again. And after that I took this sort of nudish shimmery color and I applied that in my inner corner. Then I realized that it wasn't bright enough, so I went later on with another highlighter. Then I'm going to take this coppery rose gold kind of color and pick that up on my finger, and I just put it on the high points of my eyelids so it looks all big and bright. Then I took that white highlight which has a hint of gold in it and I put that in my inner corners because the previous gold was not bright enough. Then I took a gel liner from Maybelline and I just took a small angled brush and I applied that on the outer corners of my eyes and winged it out, because you know, you can't go without a wing. Then I took the same matte brown that we used earlier to blend, and I took that on a flat angle brush again, a little bigger than my eyeliner brush, and then we smudged that gel liner line that we had made, so we get a nice precise V on the outer side of our eyes. And I kept smoking it out, blending it, kept building up the color, and I took a shader brush and I kept going at it till I got the exact consistency of color I wanted. Plus I also went in a little ahead further into my eyelids, actually totally concentrating on the other side and blending it along the way. Because I thought the concentration of the eyeliner wasn't enough, I went back and I screwed it up a bit, so I covered it with some eyeshadow later on. I went back with the same gold and bronze shade and applied that on my eyelids because I thought it got lost a little. And then went back with the dark brown shade and put that on my outer V. I'm stammering a lot today, excuse me. And then I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the same highlighter we used for our inner corners. Foundation time. Okay, this one has SPF in it, so try not using a foundation which has SPF in it because it's going to have a flashback in your photos. I am buffing that in my skin as much as I can, building up the coverage. You should take something that's matte or even dewy if you want to. You can highlight later. But take something that does not have SPF in it and apply a good layer of it and make sure you have full coverage. And then I'm going to take a lighter concealer, highlighting concealer, which is lighter than my skin tone. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And put that in all the areas I'm putting on right now. That is under my eyes, on the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, my forehead, and everywhere where I usually don't apply it. But this is a special event and you want all your best features to pop. So I'm just gonna blend that in with another brush, and yeah. Then I'm gonna set all of my foundation with a powder, and that's very necessary because you need your foundation to stay in place. And yeah, you're gonna have all the lights in your face, so it's bound to melt off, but try touching up as much as you can. And then I am going to contour my nose and my cheekbones and all of that. I'm gonna start with using that warm brown color that we used in our crease as a transition color, like my bronzing powder. And then what I did was, with the same contouring brush, I went in with the dark matte brown shade from the eyeshadow palette, and I used that as a contouring color because I realized that that's more pigmented and it helped deepen up my cheekbones a little bit better because it's darker than my skin tone.
Every night when I shut the light and colors start to fade, I put your picture next to my bedside.
Then I'm gonna take a sparkly bronzer and put that on my cheekbones just to give the face that glow that it needs. A bridal glow is always appreciated.
That I have finally found something I can't let go.
Then I'm gonna go in with a pink sparkly blush. This has a lot of gold speckles in it. It's not as pink as you'd hope. So I used it with a dense brush and I didn't get as much color as I wanted. I went back with a less dense brush to like sort of enhance that color. I'm just contouring my nose because I wasn't happy with it before. And then I'm taking this green sparkly shade to put in my lower lash line. So what I'm doing is taking my eyeshadow primer, taking a angled brush again, dipping that in the primer and putting that under my lower lash line, I mean on my lower lash line, to prep it up for the eyeshadow that we're going to put. And because this eyeshadow has a lot of sparkles, I didn't want it flying everywhere. After I put all the green in my lower lash line as much as I want, you can add more, but I'm just connecting that to the brown that is on the outer V. So I took some brown on my brush and I'm just putting that on the outer portion, and then I'm just gonna blend that with a blending brush. Then I just line my waterline with a nice dark black kajal. I always have a star of my show, and today this gold pigment is the star of the show, and literally it's from Star Cosmetics, and I'll put the link down below where you can find it. It's the dust eyeshadow thing in gold, and it is freakishly sparkly, but I'm not using a brush with this because I didn't know how much I wanted it, but I ended up applying a lot of it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I literally went back to it a million times to get as gold as I wanted it. Then the usual mascara coating and lash application. So I'm going to use Ardell ones again because I love them. These are the new ones. This is 106 natural, and I'm going to use that with the lash grip adhesive and be right back. After applying the lashes, I'm going back with the mascara on my lower lash line because let's not forget those little babies. And then I line my lips with a Color Sensational Maybelline lip liner I'll write it down below. And then I used Ruby Woo because we all love the matte red lipstick. And I applied that all over my lips because matte lipstick stays longer than a gloss, especially when you're going to be eating and drinking and talking and smiling and all of that. So went back with my blush to make it a little brighter. Still doesn't show on the camera, but this is the finished look, and I hope you enjoyed it. That was a long talk through thing and I am tired of talking, but I will list all the products down below, and please make sure to check them out, where you can buy what. If some of the things you don't know where to buy, I will put those links as well so you can go buy them. And also find the link to my previous video in the description box because I would love for you to check it out. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.
That I have finally found something I can't let go